the young, and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. Today is a beautiful, crazy day to dive deep into the absolute madness that just unfolded on our screens. We have so much to unpack, so grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get right into the thick of it. I cannot breathe. I am literally sitting here staring at my screen, completely frozen, because what in the actual world did we just watch? I need to talk about this right now, because my mind is spinning in a million different directions. I mean, we all knew something big was coming. The writers have been dropping little hints for weeks, but this is next level soap opera gold. I am screaming. And I know I'm not the only one who completely lost their mind during those final 5 minutes of the episode. Because when that door opened, everything we thought we knew about the last few years of Genoa City history was just completely blown to pieces. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up, take a breath, and try to process this logically, even though there is absolutely nothing logical about my emotions right now. So, Sally is sitting there, right? She is already drowning in stress. She is dealing with the absolute nightmare of Victor Newman breathing down her neck. She's trying to figure out how to navigate this brand new, highly dangerous deal with Adam after Billy, because Billy literally cannot keep his mouth shut to save his life, betrayed her, and told Victor about the Newman media sale. The woman is exhausted. She is at her breaking point. And then, there is a knock on the door. She opens it, and who is standing there? Coco Spectra. Yes, that Coco Spectra, Sally's younger sister. The sister we haven't seen in forever, the one who was supposed to be living her own life far away from the Genoa City drama. But Coco isn't alone. She is holding the hand of a little girl. A beautiful, 4-year-old little girl. And then Coco looks Sally dead in the eye, with this chilling, emotionless expression, and drops the biggest bomb in daytime television history. Here is Ava. Now raise this child. My mission is over. I literally screamed at my television. Ava? Ava? As in, Sally and Adam's baby Ava? The baby who tragically died at birth? The baby whose loss completely shattered Sally's world, destroyed her relationship with Adam, and sent both of them into a spiral of grief that they are still recovering from. But wait, I know exactly what some of you are typing in the comments right now. How can Ava be 4 years old? Look guys, I hear you. I know the math doesn't perfectly align with the calendar year, but listen to me. It is called SORAS, Soap Opera Rapid Aging Syndrome. We have seen it a million times. Remember when Victoria Newman went to boarding school as a child and came back a few weeks later as a fully grown adult ready to run a multinational corporation? Remember when Summer grew up overnight? Yeah, exactly. So let's just suspend our disbelief for a second and appreciate the sheer, unadulterated, dramatic weight of this moment. Because the timeline doesn't matter when the emotional payoff is this good. Can we please take a moment to talk about Courtney Hope's acting in this scene? I mean, just hand her the Emmy right now. Cancel the voting. Just engrave her name on the trophy. The way her face completely crumbled when she realized who this little girl was. It was visceral. You could literally feel the years of suppressed agony, the guilt she has carried, the absolute self-loathing she has been drowning in because she truly believed her body failed her baby. And then, in a split second, that suffocating grief transformed into this primal, overwhelming shock and love. Watching Sally drop to her knees, sobbing, pulling that little girl into her arms. I was bawling. I am not ashamed to admit it. I was crying real tears. Because Sally Spectra has been put through the ringer on this show. She has lost her career, her dignity, her relationships, and her child. To see her finally get this piece of her heart back, it is everything. But once the tears stop, the rage sets in. Because we have to ask the multi-million-dollar question. Who ordered Coco to do this? My mission is over. What mission? Who gives someone a mission to steal their own sister's baby and raise the child in secret for 4 years? Let's break down the suspects, because my brain is working overtime trying to connect the dots. Obviously, public enemy number 1 in Genoa City is always Victor Newman. I mean, it has his fingerprints all over it, right? Victor absolutely despised Sally being with Adam. He thought she was a grifter, a gold digger, a massive distraction who was pulling Adam away from the Newman family legacy. He wanted her gone. What better way to sever the tie between Adam and Sally forever than to fake the death of their child? If there is no baby, there is no permanent bond. And we all know Victor has the money, the power, and the corrupt doctors in his pocket to pull off a fake death in a hospital. He could have easily paid off Coco. He could have threatened her, funded her entirely new life, and ordered her to keep the child hidden until he decided otherwise. But why now? Why is Coco's mission over now? Is it because Victor is furious about the Newman media sale and wants to throw a massive grenade into Sally and Adam's lives? It makes so much sense. But wait, would Victor actually do that to his own grandchild? I know he is ruthless. I know he has done unforgivable things, but stealing a Newman baby? That is dark, even for the mustache. Actually, no, I take it back. He totally would. He justifies everything he does as protecting the family. Could it have been someone else? What about Chloe? No, Chloe doesn't have the resources for a 4-year-long con. What about someone from the Spectra family's past in Los Angeles? Shirley Spectra? No, that doesn't fit the current Genoa City narrative. What if, and hear me out, because this is a wild theory, what if Adam did it himself? No, 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 I am contradicting myself, because that is insane. Adam grieved that child. We saw him sitting in that hospital room, completely shattered, having to make the impossible choice to save Sally's life over the baby's. He has carried the weight of that decision, the guilt of feeling like he essentially killed his own daughter to save the woman he loved, only to lose the woman he loved anyway because she resented him for the choice. The layers of psychological torture Adam has endured over this are staggering. There is no way Adam knew Ava was alive. He is going to explode when he finds out. Speaking of Adam, oh my god, Mark Grossman is going to act the absolute house down when Adam finds out his daughter is alive. I am already bracing myself for those scenes. When Adam realizes that the child he has been mourning, the child whose death drove him to sleep with Chelsea in a moment of grief-stricken weakness, which completely ruined his relationship with Sally, is actually alive. He is going to tear Genoa City apart with his bare hands to find out who did this. And this changes everything for Ally. I know some people are loving Sally with Billy right now, but personally, I have always been an Adam and Sally fan. Ally is where the magic is. The chemistry between them is off the charts. You cannot fake that kind of screen presence. And now they share a living child. A child they were robbed of. The trauma bonding alone is going to pull them together like magnets. How can Sally possibly stay away from the father of her miraculously returned daughter? They are going to have to unite to protect Ava and hunt down whoever orchestrated this sick game. Which brings me to Billy Abbott. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. I mean, Billy and Sally just went through their own absolute nightmare. Remember back in April? The car crash in the pouring rain? Sally miscarrying Billy's baby? The absolute devastation that tore through them? Billy has been holding on to Sally for dear life, trying to play the hero, trying to be the stable guy while simultaneously spiraling into his usual self-destructive patterns. And let's be real, Billy has been acting like a total jerk lately. He is so consumed by his petty jealousy of Adam and his ridiculous rivalry with Kane Ashby that he literally betrayed Sally. Sally trusted him with the secret that she sold Newman Media to Adam, and Billy went straight to Victor and blabbed. He threw Sally right into the line of fire of Victor's wrath just to score points against Adam. So now, Billy is going to have to stand there and watch Sally reunite with the child she had with his biggest rival. Sally has a living, breathing child, but it's not his. It's Adam's. Billy is going to lose his mind. He is going to spiral so hard, and I am honestly here for the drama. He is probably going to run straight to Audra or Chelsea to complain about how unfair his life is, completely ignoring the fact that Sally just got her literal child back from the dead. We also desperately need to talk about Coco Spectra. I remember her from her days on the other soap. She was the sweet younger sister, the one who didn't want to get involved in the family's corporate espionage, the one who just wanted to be a good, honest person. What on earth happened to her? How do you look your sister in the eye, a sister who practically raised you, who fought for you, who protected you, and watch her grieve a dead child for years, knowing you have that child hidden away? How do you watch Sally spiral into depression, lose her company, lose her relationships, and just sit back and raise her kid in secret? It is sickening. It is a level of betrayal that I don't think Sally can ever forgive. Coco better have one hell of an explanation. She better have had a gun to her head this entire time, because otherwise, she is the most evil sister in soap history. And what does this mean for the rest of the canvas? The timing of this is just absolute insanity. The entire town of Genoa City is currently on fire. Nick is currently fighting for his life, dealing with his fentanyl addiction, hitting absolute rock bottom after checking out of rehab, and dealing with the terrifying ghost of Matt Clark. Nick loved Sally once. He grieved Ava's loss too, in his own way. How is he going to react to this news, while he is hallucinating and fighting his own demons? Jack and Diane are dealing with the Patty Williams nightmare, the Doctor, Markham kidnapping trauma, and the fact that Ashley is having a feral breakdown because Abby and Dominic were kidnapped. Everyone is fighting their own massive, life-altering battles right now. I have to hand it to the writers. Jamie Giddens and Dan O'Connor have turned the pacing of this show up to 11 and ripped off the knob. We used to complain that storylines dragged on for months with nothing happening. Now we are getting massive, earth-shattering reveals every single week. It feels like the golden era of soaps again, where you literally cannot miss a single episode because you have no idea what is going to happen next. This AVA reveal is going to anchor the show for the next year. Think about the custody issues. Think about the legal battles. Think about the DNA tests. Because you know Victor is going to demand a DNA test before he accepts this child as a Newman. Think about how Victoria will react to having another niece, especially while she is busy making googly eyes at Kyle Abbott, which is a whole other tangent I don't even have time to get into right now. But seriously, Kyle and Victoria? Wild. I am just so invested in Sally's journey as a mother. We saw how fiercely she loved that baby before she was even born. We saw how the loss completely hollowed her out. Now, she has a 4-year-old who doesn't even know her. Coco has been raising Ava. Ava probably calls Coco mom. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that until just now. Sally is going to have to navigate the trauma of her child, not knowing who she is. The emotional angst is going to be top tier. And Adam is going to want to be a father to this little girl immediately. He is going to want to move them into the tack house. He is going to want to protect them from Victor. He is going to go into full-on protective spider mode. Anyone who tries to hurt Sally or Ava is going to face the absolute darkest, most ruthless version of Adam Newman we have ever seen. And I am so ready for it. I know this was a massive rant, but I had to get all of these thoughts out of my system before I could even think about trying to sleep tonight. This show has me in an absolute chokehold right now. What do you guys think? Am I crazy for thinking Victor is behind this? Do you think Coco is acting alone? How long until Billy completely self-destructs over this? And please tell me I am not the only one praying for an Adam and Sally reunion. Drop all of your theories, your rants, and your emotions in the comments below, because I need to talk to people who understand this level of soap-induced panic. Until next time, keep watching, keep theorizing, and brace yourselves, because Genoa City is never going to be the same after this.